I just wanted to say, I think something about this that's really cool also is because a lot of the time I feel like people tend to like pit female musicians against each other, right? So like, oh, have you heard about this other girl that plays bass? Blah blah blah. What do you think about her? And I'm like, that's
Dude, I just have to say I love that you're the other bass player and you literally took exactly what I was going to say out of my mouth. Anyway, keep going.
because I think we all actually just hate when people do that because none of us have anything against each other. Like I feel so like I think it's so cool to see all of you guys killing it, and just like succeeding and just doing your thing. It's so dope. And I think we all feel that way, and nobody actually feels any type of way against other women who are doing it, but they always want to pit us against each other. And it's just so good to see this. We're all like supporting each other. We're all just talking about this with each other because we all have the same type of experiences. We all have to deal with the same type of things. Like we've all had to walk in with our instrument on our back, and people are like, so who plays space? Like it's like we all have had those experiences, right? So it's so good that we can talk about this and also talk so this gets out to people who are younger than us, who are coming up and who are getting into this. Like it's important to hear these things. And I never saw a panel like this when I was coming up, and still. So this is really cool that we're just all supporting each other, and it's just we're just crushing that it's not, we don't have anything against each other. We're just supporting each other, right?
And I think it's interesting because we all talk to each other. So like in our circle, in our like world as female musicians that are like, professional and actively touring, we all have stories and we all talk to each other. But like something like this is so important, and I'm so honored to be a part of it, because now we can kind of open our bubble out to like everybody else so they can see what it actually really is at like the level that we're at, because like none of this is new to like us within our own circle. But I think it's really important that we get this message out there to the younger generations who want, so they know kind of what to expect, and so they're not like, so they're prepared for it and they can start preparing themselves for this industry and what it's actually like. And just so you know, there are a ton of female musicians. We all get along for the most part. I don't have anything bad to say about any of the women I've worked with. So like I think that this is really important and we need to keep having these conversations.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback off of that. Everything you guys have said is so amazing. I went to school for jazz, and I was the only undergrad female jazz major my entire time at school, and I was there for 5 years. I was the only girl there. So I actually had to unlearn not trusting other women because it was what I was taught by the thousands of men that I was around all the time. I don't think I played a gig with another girl that wasn't like an all girl band until like a couple years ago. It was just really tough for me actually to learn that women are better friends to you than men are. They have your back more than men will. All those years that I tried to be one of the guys did not pay off for me. And if I had to give advice to someone that was younger than me coming up, it would mainly be that women are always going to be in your corner. And I still kind of revert back sometimes to that place of like exactly what you were saying, Ellen, of just like, oh no, like she's better than me, she's trying to come after me and like take my gig, and like it's just not true. And just being all together is nothing is better than that. Like the second I make friends with another female musician, I'm like, oh, we're cool for life. Like I met Bonnie one time, and like every time I see her post on Facebook, I'm like, Bonnie, like she's so great, like all of you are just I think about you all the time. You're all like such incredible people. And yeah, I just, like they say about the Supreme Court, I will not stop until it's all women and some men instead of all men and some women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd like to jump on to what Chelsea was just talking about with just the beautiful community of women musicians that I know, and I just love all of them, and they're incredible, and the world should know that it just has nothing to do with someone's gender or anything. It's just the person who's worked hard and shares their gift of music. And that's just it. One of the things that I'll also say to the younger musicians who are coming up that has been a practice of mine is when I do see younger musicians, because I'm older now, so everybody is younger at this point, but whenever I see them, I always reach out. And I try to be an advocate and try to be an evangelist for that person. When I see somebody that's talented, and those who know me know that I do this. They post their song, I put it on my Spotify list. I repost their stuff if I see them doing something because I'm excited about it too. I have as much excitement about other people winning as I do about my own, and that's contagious. And so the more that you offer that, the more that it comes back to you. So just when you see someone who has incredible chop, which a lot of these young players, these teenagers, are just unbelievable with their technical prowess, I applaud it. I'm not scared of it at all. There's a song that, it has nothing to do with necessarily if you have to be religious, but you can apply any term that you want. But there's a song that goes, if what God has for me is for me. And so I don't worry about somebody trying to take mine. What's for me is mine, and that's it. And what isn't for me is not. And so that peace of mind, I'm blessed over and over and over again. And I love to spread that to other people because that blessing just grows when I do that.